Tired of the nonsense at the store? Dollar Shave Club has a special offer just for you. Try their new starter kit for just $5 with free shipping. This offer is exclusively available at dollarshaveclub.com/Pizzal. That's dollarshaveclub.com/Pizzal. Hey, what's up people? Pizzal here, and to celebrate the upcoming Friday the 13th, as well as my channel being on the cusp of hitting 13,000 subscribers, I want to do two things. I want to do an updated hockey mask collection video, because since my last hockey mask collection video, my hockey mask collection has expanded exponentially. And I want to do another hockey mask giveaway because I had such a fun time with the last giveaway and I had so many people enter that contest. It was a shame that only 3 people could win. But as far as my hockey mask collection goes, if you guys follow me on social media, you know that I've been painting and weathering and making a lot of my own hockey masks. I've been making a lot of them in the past couple of months. I've made, oh my gosh, just a ton of hockey masks, and I'm going to show them to you guys here shortly. I love just sitting down and focusing on this mask and focusing on weathering and painting it and trying to make it either look screen accurate or kind of adding my own spin to it. There's something very, it's almost therapeutic. It's definitely a stress reliever, and it's something that I've really, it's kind of, I don't know, created this, or brought out this, I don't know, artistic side of me, this creative side of me, the fact that I'm creating with my hands, the fact that I feel like a real man because I'm using tools like a drill and a Dremel and, you know what I mean? I'm using power tools, for God's sake, for really the first time in my life, and I'm just having a blast. I've gotten a lot of really positive feedback about the hockey masks that I've created. I've had people even buy hockey masks that I've created, which is absolutely flattering that anybody would want one of the masks that I've done, let alone pay good money for it. But I've sold quite a few, so if I hadn't sold the ones that I'd sold, my collection would be even bigger than it is today. Now, as far as the giveaway is concerned, I want to give away 3 more masks, but I'm going to up the ante here. I have actually got some screen accurate, much higher quality blanks to make the masks out of. This is just one box of them. For instance, here is a part 3 blank. Here is a part 7 blank that I need to drill the holes in, what have you. Let's see, here is I believe this is a part 6 blank. Here is, oh gosh, I mean, I've got blanks for 3, 4, which basically part 4 is just a part 3 with some alterations, of course. I've got part 5 blanks. I've got part 6 blanks. Here's a part 7 blank that's already been cut and drilled and is ready to be painted. I've got part 8 blanks. I've got some really nice, really high quality blanks here, and I've got multiples. So if all 3 winners want a part 3 hawk, I can make that happen. If all 3 winners want a part 5 hawk, I can make that happen. But if you want a hockey mask from parts 3 all the way to part 8, I can make it happen on a really, really nice, high quality, screen accurate blank. And yeah, I'm really excited about being able to give these away, because a hockey mask on a blank like this one here, let me pull out the part 8. if I can find it here. Here we go. This is a big, big, thick, sturdy blank. A hockey mask, even with a semi-screen accurate paint job and weathering job on a blank like this, is going to run you $80 to $100 or more. And I know, like me, a lot of you guys don't have that kind of money to spend on a hockey mask, so I want to be able to offer you guys at least a screen accurate, high quality blank with my not bad paint job and weathering job, which I don't want to pat myself on the back too much, but you guys will get to see all of the masks that I've recently painted, and you guys can judge for yourselves as far as my painting and weathering technique. But before I start the mask collection update portion of this video, I want to give a huge shout out to my friends over at Dollar Shave Club. Right now, Dollar Shave Club is offering my viewers a really cool exclusive where for $5 you can get the starter box just like this one here, with free shipping. The box includes a really high quality razor, you get shave butter, you get lavender amber body cleanser, you get disposable wipes, you even get a whole pack of replacement blades to go along with this really, really high quality razor. And if you choose to continue being a Dollar Shave Club member, it only costs you a few bucks a month to continue getting really awesome stuff just like this in the mail. And Dollar Shave Club has been nice enough to make this whole packet available to my viewers again for just $5 with free shipping if you follow the link in the description and go over to dollarshaveclub.com/Pizzal. That is dollarshaveclub.com/Pizzal. All right, guys, I've got a ton of masks here. I really had no idea just how many hockey masks I have made here in the past couple of months until I put them all together. Again, if I hadn't sold as many as I have up to this point, I mean, my God, this would be this would be a very, very long video. But so please bear with me. I've got a lot of hawks here, but I'll try and go through them relatively quickly. First up, I've got just a part 3, a clean part 3, a Shelly, as I like to call it. Just a nice, shiny, clean part 3 mask. The base color is Navajo White, Rust-Oleum Navajo White. And yeah, just makes a really nice looking, clean part 3 mask. So yeah, my part 3 clean Shelly. Next up, we have got a very dirty, very worn part 3. This one also with a Navajo White base color. But there you can see I've got all the damage on it. Yeah, really scraped up, scratched up, dinged up. Yeah, Jason's been putting in some work, and his mask definitely reflects that. Roughed it up with some sandpaper. Then went in with the Navajo White, did a wash in, I think, like a burnt umber acrylic paint, and then just kind of worked in all the damage around the eyes and all around. So yeah, part 3, weathered, worn hockey mask. Yeah. All right, next up we have got a part 6, and this is a part 6 hawk. I've screened out the eyes, basically just got an old black t-shirt, cut swaths out of the t-shirt, and hot glued them over the eyes. Got some rivets, bought a rivet gun, and put in some rivets to make it as screen accurate as possible. Got an almond base there, and I did a couple of washes of burnt umber acrylic and then a pretty heavy wash to get this kind of dirtied wear look here around the eyes and around the mouth. Yeah, part 6 Hawk right there. Next up, I've got a very, very dirty, very, very worn part 6 Hawk. And this guy, I was going to put the bullet hole there with the blood, and then I dropped him, and that happened. So yeah, no bullet hole for this guy. And it sucks that I dropped it and that it cracked, because I really liked the way that this one turned out. I really just tried to make it really dirty, really messy. I was going to put that bullet hole in there and bloody it up, but yeah, that's not going to happen, at least with this Hawk. But yeah, actually, with this one, I did a khaki base coat, and then I just went over it with some black, some burnt umber, did a couple of different washes just to make it look really, like you see there, very dirty, very worn, very nasty. And I didn't put a glossy clear coat on this one. I put a flat one, so that I didn't want it to look too glossy, too shiny, too clean. I wanted it to look nasty and worn. Yeah. Next up is my Part 8 poster mask. Now, I always wanted one of these, and so I decided to just go ahead and make one for myself. Now, it's not 100% accurate to the Friday the 13th Part 8 poster, but not bad for a first try. I have been intending to make another one, but I just haven't gotten around to it yet. But yeah, I love the poster image for Friday the 13th Part 8, and I've seen some really cool Part 8 poster Hawks out there. They are a bit pricey, so like I said, I just decided to go ahead and try and make one of my own, and I don't think it turned out too bad. Again, not 100% accurate to the poster, but not bad, pretty cool. I love the red and the blue and a little bit of black mixed in there to shadow it, and yeah, not bad. Now, I've got a bunch of retro Hawks, a bunch of NES Jason Hawks coming up here. I love the old NES game. I love just the look of the retro Jason, the blue and the purple. But here's just a clean Part 3 retro Jason, NES Jason Hawk. Just very simple blue. I forget what color blue this is, but painted on the purple chevrons there. And yeah, Part 3, clean, retro Jason Hawk. Next up, I've got a Part 3, very weathered Sans chevrons hockey mask. And I glued some purple lenses here behind the eyes. And on this guy, I just tried to mimic a lot of the damage that's on the Part 3 Hawk, and just went over it with a light black, and then darkened all the damage. So yeah, Part 3 damaged retro Jason Hawk. Yeah, really happy with the way this one turned out. If you're gonna have a Part 3 retro Jason Hawk, you gotta have a Part 4 retro Jason Hawk too. So here again, I just tried to mimic a lot of the damage from the Part 4 Hawk with black. Got the purple chevrons kind of worn off there. Of course, I've got the axe wound there, but instead of red blood, retro Jason has got purple blood. So yeah, I've never seen a Part 4 retro Hawk before, so I decided to make one, and yeah, this is my Part 4 retro Jason Hawk. Next up is a Part 7 retro Jason Hawk. Now, overlook that purple chevron there, because basically what that is just purple duct tape. I didn't feel like doing a purple chevron for this guy, so I just decided to try a purple, some purple tape, and it from a distance, it's not bad. You get up close and personal, and you can clearly tell that that is duct tape. But yeah, just weathered this guy up. Of course, cut it to look like the Part 7, and just weathered it up to look like a Part 7 Hawk, of course, with the retro colors. And I've got quite possibly my favorite Hawk that I've ever created, the Part 5 retro Hawk. And you guys know I love Friday the 13th Part 5, so I couldn't wait to make a retro Part 5, painted on the chevrons with some purple acrylic. And yeah, just kind of weathered it up to kind of look like the Part 5 mask. Some light weathering around the nose and eyes and here and there. Of course, got the, instead of the blue chipping, it's purple, of course. But yeah, I love this mask. Really like how this mask turned out. And this mask looks great on my retro Jason bust. Yeah, very cool. Love this Hawk. Even got the little shadow chevron there. And to round out my retro Hawks, got a Part 6 retro Hawk. And I put the purple lenses behind the eyes of this guy. Put in the rivets. Just did a couple of very light washes with some black. Went around the eyes with some pencil scrapings. And painted on the purple chevron. But yeah, I'd never seen a Part 6 retro Hawk. So I decided I'm going to go ahead and just make one. So yeah, Part 6 retro Jason Hawk. Yeah. All right, next up, I have got Freddy vs. Jason Hawk. Now, this was my very first attempt at a Freddy vs. Jason Hawk, and I'm pretty happy with the way that it turned out. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of Freddy vs. Jason, as you guys may know. But I wanted to try my hand at the battle-damaged Freddy vs. Jason Hawk with all of Freddy's scratches and claw marks in it. So, yeah. Not bad for a first attempt, I think. Yeah. And I have to give a shout-out to my buddy AJ over at Lou Evil Masks. Now, I did not make these, but he sent these to me to do an unboxing video. Of course, this is the battle damaged Freddy vs. Jason Hawk from Lou Evil Masks. And here is the pre-battle damaged Hawk. And this guy is on a, I believe this was a JDF blank, he said. And got real leather straps, really nice leather straps on him. And there's AJ. So yeah. Very nice masks from Lou Evil Hawks. Alright, you guys know I love Part 5. So this was my very first attempt at a Part 5 hockey mask. And I was pretty happy with the way it turned out. But, yeah. Very first attempt at a Part 5 hockey mask. Basically all I did here, ivory base color, and just went over it with some, I believe I mixed burnt umber and black to give it that very muddy, dirty look. I just, with my fingers, dipped it, got the paint a little wet, dipped my fingers in the paint, and just dabbed. Dabbed and palmed. Dabbed and palmed. And this was the result. So yeah. Here is another Part 5, a very weathered, very dirty Part 5. This one, I went over it. I did a wash with a burnt umber acrylic. It's ivory base coat. Did a very dark wash with a burnt umber acrylic, and then I went over it with gray acrylic, dabbing, as well as a khaki acrylic to really give it that dirty, muddy, nasty look. And I think I put a little bit of maybe some melted chocolate in there too, to bring out that muddy look. But yeah, very weathered, very dirty Part 5. Here is another Part 5. I think I've made about 10 different Part 5 masks. I've actually sold a couple of them, and these are the ones that I have kept. And this guy is just dabbing with a sponge. Gray, khaki, and melted chocolate colors. Again, ivory base, just dabbing all over it. I wanted the ivory base to still shine through, but I wanted it to look dirty. So that was my this was my attempt at just dabbing. Lots and lots of dabbing. Yeah, I think it turned out pretty well. All right, next up we've got a part 8, a very, very dirty part 8. This is a more recent one that I did. Very, very dirty part 8. It's I forget what the base color is. It's kind of an off yellow base color that I went over. I did a wash of black, a lot of dabbing, just to make it very dirty. Then I went back over it with more black here around the sides, and on top. And then I went over it again with a little bit more black, and did the damage on the eyes here and there and up here, and well, damage right there as well. And then I went over it with some green to really make it, to bring out that toxic look from toward the end of a Friday the 13th part 8. But yeah, very dirty, very nasty. Friday the 13th part 8 hawk with some sewage on it and some toxic materials. Yes, and the inside silver. Here's a part 7 hawk. I've actually made 3 different part 7 hawks. I've sold 2 of them, and this is the one that I kept. This was my very first attempt at a part 7 hawk. Very simple, very basic. A part 7. Dirtied it up with some burnt umber and some black, and then went over it with, I believe, a caramel color to really give it that muddy, nasty look. And I did a really hard wash here to try and kind of blend it together, and also to kind of rub it off to give it those streaks to make it look just really, really old and really weathered and really nasty. Yeah, part 7 hawk. Here's a Jason Goes to Hell hawk. This is the this is after he's been blown to bits. So this one I just tried to make look very crispy, very burnt, very exploded, and just very nasty. See, I've got the broken off parts there. I cut it out. I cut this part out with scissors, and I went over it with a Dremel to give it all that nastiness there. All those broken kind of pieces down to his eye. Broke this part off, and then I put some cement, multi-purpose cement here to give it that kind of raised, broken, nasty looking appearance. And yeah, this is just a lot of black, a lot of gray, a lot of caramel, acrylic colors to make it look nasty and nasty and nasty. So yeah, Jason Goes to Hell. Here's a part 3. I want to say this is either the second or third part 3 that I ever created. This is, I think the base for this is a buttercream color. The base for this was actually recommended to me by Crash Cunningham. And it's kind of that off yellow kind of color, but yeah, tried to be as screen accurate as I could with the weathering there and here, and of course around the eyes and that little part there, and of course the famous, that, and of course his nose being all skinned off. But yeah, this was, I'm pretty sure, my second attempt at a part 3 mask, and I was pretty happy with the way that it turned out. But yeah, this guy's been on my part 3 Jason bust, or actually my part 3 Jason hood, for months and months and months. It's yeah. Here is a part 4 that I just finished. Actually, my buddy Grindhouse Grotto from the Grindhouse Grotto YouTube channel actually purchased this one from me. And so I just finished him up, and I'm going to send him out to Grindhouse Grotto tomorrow, as a matter of fact. But classic part 4 design, all the damage, the big axe gash there, the blood everywhere. It's nasty, nasty blood. Yeah, just the classic part 4 design. And this base is the buttercream, I do believe, same as the part 3 that I showed you. A very kind of light yellow, yellowish kind of look. But yeah, part 4, Jason Hawk, all bloodied and nasty. And here's another part 4 that I actually finished just the other night. This one has the Navajo White base color. But again, just the classic part 4 damage. Very, very bloody, very ghastly. Jason, I'm sure, had a very big headache this day. But yeah, again, just, you know, the classic part 4 design, the classic part 4 damage. Bloodied and weathered and worn, and yeah. I think we're down to the last 2 here. Yes, we are. Part 8. This was the second part 8 that I did. And just kind of, you know, not too dirty, not too clean. Got some green around it here. He's a little bit toxic. But this base color, I think it's called Citron. It was actually recommended to me by my buddy Graham, also known as Camp Jeebus. He sells masks under the name of Camp Jeebus on eBay. Check him out. He recommended this color to me, and I really dig this color for the part 8s. It's that kind of yellow, just dirty yellow, as if Jason's been underwater and been in sewage a little too long. Been hanging out in sewers. But yeah, and then I threw on some of the green to make it a little bit toxic. Yeah. And last but not least, my Savini Jason. And I damaged him all up with a Dremel. Just went around and just tried to add all sorts of nicks and scratches. You know, he has come from hell, of course. So, of course, he's got the claw marks there. I'm assuming from some demon or maybe even the devil himself. But, yeah, Savini Jason Hawk from the game. Or from Friday the 13th, the game, I should say. All black, very cool design. Yeah. There you go. And that is, that concludes my updated hockey mask collection. Now, to enter the hockey mask giveaway, it's very, very simple. A lot of you guys are already entered and you don't even know it. And I want to give everybody out there as many possibilities to win a hockey mask as possible. I'm going to give everybody the opportunity to have multiple entries in the giveaway. Of course, number 1, you've got to be a subscriber to my channel. That's good for 1 entry. If you leave a comment down in the comments section below, that's good for a 2nd entry. Follow me on Facebook, that's an entry. Follow me on Twitter, that is an entry. Follow me on Instagram, that is an entry. Head over to my website, follow the link in the description, subscribe to my website, that is good for an entry. And if you are a patron, that is good for an additional 5 entry. So a lot of you guys are already entered. If you're a subscriber, if you follow me on social media, if you are a patron already, you're already entered. You don't have to do anything except maybe leave a comment down in the comments section below for an additional entry. But if you've not subscribed, subscribe, leave a comment, follow me on Twitter, like my Facebook page, follow me on Instagram, follow the link in the description, subscribe to my website, and consider becoming a patron and join the A Buck a Month Club for 5 additional entries in this giveaway. I'll do a live stream in about 3 weeks' time. Give everybody plenty of time to enter the giveaway, and I will just draw names at random from my YouTube subscribers, from my Facebook followers, from my Twitter followers, from my Instagram followers, my website subscribers, as well as my patrons. And the 3 names that I pull, I will give them the opportunity to choose between a Part 3 to Part 8 Hawk on a high quality screen accurate blank. I will do my best on the paint job and weathering job and get that mask out to them as soon as possible. So if you've not entered, please enter today. And I hope you guys out there all have a fantastic, safe, and happy Friday the 13th. Please let me know what your plans are for this Friday the 13th down in the comments section below. If you like this video, please leave it a thumbs up. If you're not following me on social media, those links are in the description. They're also right around here. Again, huge shout out to my sponsor, Dollar Shave Club. Go to dollarshaveclub.com/Pizzal and get their $5 starter kit with free shipping as an exclusive to my viewers. As always, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Take care, and until next time, peace. Join the $1 a month club and help support my channel on Patreon. Thank you to my current patrons: Kevin Smythe, Orc145626, B-Movie Mike, Turi Delamore, Joseph Charlesworth, Grindhouse Grotto, Jeremiah Lambert, Farron Sutton, Craig Farrand, Robert Sobel, Derek Jana, Johnny Yeager, Richard Mead, and Lori Holt. Say hello to the internet, Jeremy.
Hello to the internet.